reminded me of this phone here. A couple of weeks ago, I'm in the house with my kid, and he's sitting there staring at his phone. And I said, "Stop playing video games." And he looked at me, he was ready to be a smarty here. He goes, "I'm not playing video games, Dad. I'm watching somebody play video games."
Very different.
Very different. So obviously there's these influencers that play video games, and you watch them and you get thinking you can play well. Then you go out and you buy the video games, right? And there's influencers in all sorts of stuff, like how you do your hair, what makeup to buy, where to go on vacation. Before I go too far, let me ask, is anyone here an influencer? All right.
All of us are.
So let me ask you if you've heard of these influencers, because they were quite popular at one time. Caballero, Dunn, Tucker, or Baldwin. Has anyone ever heard of those influencers? It was a long time ago they were best at their craft. So influencer Caballero, I used to call her Mrs. Caballero. She was my third grade math teacher. And I don't know how she did it, but she got me very interested in math. And I can remember at that point, things changed in my life. A couple of years later, influencer Dunn, Mr. Dunn, 7th grade teacher, he was my math and science teacher. And those two kind of come together. Math is a tool for science. And he put a confidence in me that I think to this day is still there. And I remember something in his class influenced me to be a science, math kind of person. Fast forward a little bit more, this Tucker, influencer Tucker. In high school, she was the calculus and physics teacher. And she convinced me to go to Texas A&M and become an electrical engineer. So I went to A&M, and I decided I'm going to just go all in. Back those days, 1980-ish, digital electronics was kind of the new thing. And I said, this is it. I'm going all in. Focus. That was my mission. And then I come across influencer Baldwin, Professor Baldwin, one of my double E professors. And he took me aside and he said, "Hey, don't concentrate so heavily on just one thing. The world's a big place. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, keep your mind open, so that when an opportunity presents itself, you'll notice it and you'll do something about it." So all these influencers played a big role in my life. I was able to graduate as an electrical engineer, worked with Exxon Research for a while, start my own business, ran it for almost 40 years, and I sold it and I retired, and I am here today because of all those influences. So let me ask the question again. Are any of you guys influencers?
All of us are.
Every one of you is an influencer. And you're an influencer in a very important way. You're not trying to sell something, you're trying to create something. All right, so thank you for that. So earlier I mentioned I'm one of the directors at LTISD, and the reason I chose to do this in retirement is usually people go, "Why are you doing this? You don't have any kids in the district. Why are you doing this?" I'm doing this to say thank you to the influences of my life and to pay it forward in their memory, because they did something for me, I'm going to do something for them as much as I can. Okay? So LTEF, the way we go about our business is we raise money so that you guys can have stuff in the classroom that's beyond the budgets that you can do, and you apply for grants, and we raise this money through events, sponsorship and attendees of events. We have the events, the golf tournaments, the turkey trots, the butterfly brunches, and the galas. Has anyone been to any of those events? Mm-hmm. If you're a runner and you're in town on Thanksgiving morning, all teachers get a free pass to be part of the turkey trot. So you go down to the Hills Country Club and join 2,000-ish people and run on the cart path for 5 or 10 miles, whatever it is. So,
10 miles.
Well, if you don't know how to stop, you'll go twice. But it's a money raiser. We raise a lot of money, and teachers are allowed to come in for free and participate. It's always a good thing. So the point of the grants that we have, again, it's generally a classroom level thing. If there's something you need in the classroom that you can't get through the budget process, you apply for an LTEF grant. Not all of them are funded, but many of them are. In fact, we've done robotics programs, 3D printers, pottery kilns, incubators, studio theater lighting. Has anyone ever gotten a grant in your classroom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was any, I read these off a couple days ago, and said, yeah, 2 of those are mine. So it's out there, and it just takes your action to say, I want this will help my classroom, apply for a grant, and maybe it works. So the big news is LTEF is now 40 years old, and we've added something to our mission statement beyond the grants and some of the scholarships that we do. Now what we're doing is we are helping to fund personnel, staff, classroom aides for classrooms. It's a big, big commitment. And this is where we're going to need your help, is in this new commitment to try to fund some personnel. So I'm going to turn it over to Claire, who's going to kind of step you through some of the actions that we need to take to kind of help us accomplish our mission. Thank you very much.
Hi, for those of you who don't know, my name is Claire Knisley. I'm the Executive Director of the Lake Travis Education Foundation. I'm also an LT mom. I've got a son. My son just started at LTMS, and my daughter is a freshman at high school. So I literally relocated my family from London because of the schools. So I'm very invested, and the longer I've been here, the more invested I've got, as you can tell. I really admire what an education we provide in spite of the funding crisis we face. I don't know if you know, but Texas is ranked 38th in the nation in terms of funding, and we are trying to combat that, stepping up, and we're effectively triaging the system, and we don't want everything to be cut to the bone, which is why we're making these changes right now. And we're here to support you in any way we can. We are bridging the funding gap. That's ultimately our tagline now that we're moving through. 40 years is an amazing achievement, but I suppose we're moving into a different era now, and the needs are greater. Our plea to you here, sorry, I know I've got a lot of this in. We've changed our presentation a few times recently, so this is just a little bit of information, but our plea to you is just to engage with employee giving. We are looking for maximum engagement. Engagement can look like a one-time gift. It can just be completing your form. What we want is a really powerful message to go to corporates and businesses so we can get them to match the total that you guys give. And we'll be doing that. We're looking for monthly giving donations from parents and stuff as well. We want to build that campaign out because it's a really powerful way to just keep cash flow and everything funded. But that's the message here. It's not about we need all your money, but we want to send a really powerful message that the people who are on the front lines know that this matters. Say we've got 20K, and then we get multiple corporates to match that, then it becomes 40K, 60K, 120K, and it's a really simple way to just make it so much bigger and more powerful. It's true that we're all just a drop in the ocean, but the ocean is made up of all those little drops, so every amount matters, and we have fun things that will make, we have some like fun little gifts, so whatever happens, any level you'll get a pin, then going up to the levels, very fancy golf umbrella. There are people who care about the cornerstone, and we love that campaign. It's really wonderful to see how many people have been here for years and they've got all the cornerstones for every year. And that gives you a little bit of an idea about how much small amounts can really add up. And yeah, even by filling in your form, you'll be entered into some drawings for some fun items as well. So we're trying to make it as easy as we can. The form should be really simple. Your campus champion is Diana Jackson. Yay! Hope you can make breakfast tomorrow, I don't know. Yay! So we'll be having a little high tea at my portable, and we'll answer any questions you have. We are, literally, it's all laid up and it's really pretty. And yeah, and she'll be the point of contact, so any questions you have, yeah, and that's kind of it. The call to action really is, this QR code will take you through to the form. We will also send an email that has that link, and just complete the form. It takes about a minute or two, and if you have any issues, just reach out to us.
If you're connected to the Wi-Fi, it's a Google form, so you'll have to do it at home, but you can get the link there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you for your time. Thank you.